Today, we're talking about my top 5 favorite features in iOS 18. Now, I'm going to be using an iPhone 15 for this video, but these features are pretty basic and will be applicable to any iPhone using iOS 18. The official version of iOS 18 is supposed to be out in just a few days, September 16, and it will be available for any iPhone that supported iOS 17. So if you had iOS 17 on your phone, you will be able to get this one as well. I think the oldest version that supports it is iPhone XS and XR. That's from 2018. Any phone that supports iOS 18 is going to be able to use these features. So we're not going to be talking about, iOS 18.1 with Apple Intelligence, the stuff that's only available on the 15 Pro and the 16 lineup. These are just a bit more general features out there. So possibly the biggest difference in iOS 18 is the home screen. First of all, as you can see, I have some blank space here. And this is the first time you can actually move your icons on your home screen around any way you like. You still have to be within this grid that they have, of course, but you can leave empty spaces and stuff. So honestly, it's one of my favorite features. I even made a video not too long ago explaining how to do that on iOS 17 using different widgets and stuff, but it's a very, very difficult process, and this just makes it way easier. One other thing aside from just moving icons around is that you can change icon color right here. If you get into the jiggle mode, go to edit up here. And as you can see now, you have the customize tab right here. And you can choose from light icons, dark, also automatic. So if you're in dark mode, your icons are gonna be dark. If you're in light mode, they're gonna be light. And here you have the tinted option where you can basically choose any color you want for your icons. And this is wallpaper specific. So if I want to leave this color for this home screen, if I jump in here and change it to whatever, let's say this one, as you can see, the icons reverted back to the way I set them for this particular wallpaper. Next one is that you can actually customize these lock screen shortcut icons on the bottom of your lock screen, which wasn't available before. It was always flashlight on the left and camera on the right. So if you want to customize them, you just long press here, go to customize. And again, it is wallpaper specific here, so you can just remove this one and just choose a different shortcut from all of these options right here. You can open up a particular app, even if you want to, through shortcuts. Use dark mode, alarm, timer, airplane mode here, whichever one you find the most useful. But one more thing that you can do is actually just delete them and leave them like this. And now you have this clean aesthetic without these shortcuts. So they can also look pretty good in some situations, but I'm actually gonna leave them just the way they were with the torch and camera shortcut. By the way, with the new iPhones, they have the dynamic island. When you use the flashlight, you actually get this pop-up screen right here where you can change the strength of it, and it also looks kind of cool. So that's an additional little fun thing you can do, but it does absolutely pale in comparison to the next feature we have on the list, which is the new control center that I never actually customized, and now it looks pretty chaotic, but you can actually do a lot with it. So you can just long press anywhere on the control screen. And down here, as you can see, you can add a control, but also you can change size of each of these controls individually. You can make it like different shapes, basically take up 1, 2, or 4 slots here, depending on, well, I guess how useful it is to you and how often you use it. And also there is an additional, I want to say, menu or a draw within the control center, which I actually disabled. But here you can actually have some additional controls on the other screen, I guess. So you can swipe up here and have access to that as well. Next up is the fact that you can actually lock apps. So whichever app you have on the home screen, you just long press it. And when this menu pops up, you go to require Face ID. And once you enable that, you would actually need Face ID access to enter the application. As you can see right now, it can't read my face and it's asking for a passcode, and you actually can see the content of the app without your face. So that is a cool privacy feature, and I wish they would have made it way sooner, but hey, it is here now and that's a good thing. Before we get to my favorite one, I just want to say there is a lot of small cool additional features that I'm not going to cover in this video, but I probably will make a follow-up video when the official version of iOS 18 actually comes out. The photo app is revamped, a lot of cool stuff. But the feature that I'm actually most hyped about personally is in messages. So we're going to jump into messages right here. First of all, there is RCS support. Now the number that I have here doesn't support RCS, so you can see here it says text message and SMS, but If your phone did, it would say, well, probably iMessage and RCS or something like that. But basically, you can just have better chats with your Android friends. It supports reactions, full resolution media, a lot of cool stuff like that. So it is definitely an advancement, and it should have been there. Again, as with many of these other features, it should have been here a long time ago, but it is here now. Additionally, you can actually react to messages with these original reactions, but you can also add any emoji you want. And lastly, you can schedule messages to be sent at a later time. Keep in mind that this only works in iMessage. So if you're sending it to an Android device, like here, for example, if I hit the plus, I don't have the option to send later right here. But if this was iMessage, an option would pop up. So I'm going to show you that right now. Jump in right here, hit plus here, and as you can see, you have the option to send later, and you can change the date and time right here. I think it goes 2 weeks in advance, sure, up to 25th of September. Maybe when the final version comes out, that will be prolonged, but I'm not sure, since I am using the RC version, which is basically the same as the official public one. But do something like this. Let's go. And for some reason, I was hoping this is going to happen actually. For some reason, sometimes it just won't deliver the message. I don't know why. Both of these numbers are iPhones. They have iMessage. They have the internet connection right now activated. But sometimes, for some reason, it still says not delivered. But that is just a random occurrence, at least to me. Maybe that's just a bug on my end, because I've seen a lot of videos of people doing it, and I haven't seen anyone else have this problem. Now, I wish this feature was available for Android devices. For people that don't have iMessage, that would be amazing, because most people here where I'm from, or at least 50% of people, use Android. It would have been great if this feature was universal, but right now it's just for iMessage. Like I said, guys, there is a lot of cool additional features right here. As you can see, the new revamped settings with the apps drawer right here, as well as a lot of other cool stuff, but these are my favorite features of iOS 18. Like I said, the official version comes out on September 16th. iPhones come out on September 20th. I think the pre-order is the 15th or something like that. So if you want to see some iPhone 16 videos in the future, as well as a bunch of other tech stuff, be sure to subscribe to the channel and do a YouTube.